What's old is new again. There's nothing new under the sun, actually. Someone who watches the channel recently asked the question, can you advise how I can revive my 18-year-old eBay account? I'm assuming that he or she used to sell on eBay, used to buy on eBay or something. They have an old account, and they're asking, how can I make this an active selling account? That's what I'm assuming is the question, because this is a selling and a money-making channel. So I want to tell you what to do if you have an old account. This sort of is like the question, I haven't sold on eBay for years. Should I use my old account or open a new account and start fresh? And there's another question related to all that. Should I have multiple selling accounts for any reason? I personally do. I personally strongly advise you not to, but I might make that a separate video one of these days. For now, let's answer the question, should I revive my 18-year-old account, implying or create a new account possibly? And I would say by far you should try to revive that 18-year-old account. After a while, eBay has sometimes just deleted dormant accounts. There seemed to be no rhyme or reason to that. So you might try signing in, seeing if you can just log into it. If you can, great. If you cannot, maybe try again, maybe say password lost. Do what you can to try to get that account back open again, just to see if you can access it. If you can't, the question's moot. It doesn't matter. You can't use the old account, and you really can't do anything about it. But assuming you can sign into an old account, 18-year-old or 5-year-old account, that's the one I strongly advise you to start selling on again. Here is the advantage. The advantage is you have whatever feedback you had is still there. So you have a positive feedback, I assume, from selling or buying or both 18 years ago. And if you start a new account, you're starting at a feedback of 0. Spammers are going to attack you for a while. We've talked about that here on this channel, about why new accounts always seem to get attacked. And eBay's trying to keep that from happening. But eBay can't just keep all new accounts from buying stuff, because then there wouldn't be any new lifeblood on eBay and we would all start losing sales over time. So it's difficult for eBay to completely stop all scammers before they start scamming. And scammers love brand new eBay selling accounts. Again, watch the video up here after this one, and if you have to open a new account, you need to see what to do to make that account safer and to actually make it successful. But your old eBay account has feedback. Now, maybe it's lousy feedback. I mean, you have to take a look at that. Is it a lot of negatives and did you not do very well? Well, okay, you may not want to revive that account. But you also must remember that once you start selling on it, again, anything over a year, any negative feedbacks actually show as 0. eBay will show the total number of feedbacks, but they will only show the positives and negatives for the last year. So even if you had bad feedback back then, it may not show up. Now, eBay doesn't like an account with a lot of bad feedback, but I still think it's warranted that you take advantage of the number of feedbacks you had when you start selling again. It's going to keep scammers away for the most part, and you're going to have some trust with the buyers right out of the gate because you already have positive feedback. Now, eBay is likely to consider that a risky account for a while. Here's what I mean. Let's say that you open a brand new eBay account. eBay will not let you sell 150 items a month or whatever you want to sell in that new account. eBay doesn't know who you are. eBay doesn't trust you. eBay's trying to protect the others on the platform, the buyers and the sellers who are honest, as most of them are. But eBay doesn't know if you just opened a new account and if you're going to put up a bunch of iPhones for sale and then sell them all at a discount and take the money and run. So eBay might only let a new seller sell 10 items maximum at one time. And when you sell one, you can add another one for sale. You put a maximum of 10 at one time for the first month. And maybe eBay might bump that up to 20 the second month. But eBay's going to limit how much you can sell when you're a brand new account. If you're an old account that hasn't been activated in many years, eBay is likely to treat that account sort of like a new account. All of your data and everything will still be there, but eBay's not going to probably let you sell 300 items the first month. eBay's going to probably limit you severely to maybe just 10. And you go, well, that's not fair. I used to sell real well. Why does eBay treat me like an unknown? Because a lot of people sell old computers and they forget to erase them all, or they don't know to erase everything. And someone may have found a tablet of yours and found your password list and signed into eBay, and they're acting like they're you, and they're going to sell a bunch of stuff and keep the money. eBay doesn't know you're who you are. eBay doesn't know 18 years later, maybe you're not honest anymore. eBay just doesn't know you anymore. eBay will respect your account and bring the feedback and all of that, but eBay might limit how much you sell. Is that good or bad? I think it's great. So play the game. List 10 items or whatever eBay lets you list, and probably put them at a pretty good discount to get some sell-through. Okay, it's not like I want you to lose money. I don't, but I don't want you to make a lot of profit the first month. You need to get this account going again. So I want you to sell through those first 10 items really fast. Maybe even put free shipping. And I don't like free shipping, and I don't suggest you like free shipping, but you might want to do free shipping and lower the price under recently sold comps to make everything that you offer a great deal so that you can start churning through that account to show eBay that you still are you still practice what you preach, you still ship on time, you do quality listings, which you're learning on this channel, and you can gain eBay's trust much faster that way. So you sell one or two or three or four items. I want you to list one or two or three or four more items as soon as they sell. That way, always keep that running 10 max total always active in that account that first month. The second month, eBay's likely to bump you higher than 20 or 25, whatever they would normally do, if you've shown a lot of good success that first month. But they might not. But by the third month, eBay's going to really loosen their limits on you. So all you have to do is get through the first 2 months. But I suggest you start selling quickly. Don't try to make a lot of money. This is the period to get this account back in order. By the third month, you're ready to list at least one item every day. eBay's going to lift many of the restrictions. You may still be limited to 150 items at a time the third month, but it's going to be way up there. You're going to feel free to have an account that you can sell basically as much as you want. That's why that old eBay account's worth fighting for. Even though you might be treated like a new eBayer just because eBay doesn't really know that you're who you used to be. And second, though, it's a big advantage because unlike a brand new account that has zero feedback, you're bringing feedback in. Now, this is really big. Once you start selling by the third month and you've shown eBay, I sell regularly, I list regularly, I'm trying to really make this account active again, I ship on time, you don't have any negatives like that, you don't have any late scans at the post office or anything like that, and you have an 18-year-old plus account, eBay will start ranking you higher in the search engine faster than they would have normally because you have history with eBay. eBay loves accounts that have been around for years and years and years. Even if it was dormant for a while and you're back, eBay loves that history because you're not a fly-by-night person who just opened up a new account and is trying to scam people. That's very common, as I've said. You will have a long history, and eBay does reward age with eBay for sellers. So that's another reason this account is really worth fighting for. That is, eBay will really like the fact that you're an older account, and eBay will start rewarding you with search engine results pretty soon after you start selling. Third, fourth month, eBay's going to bump you up a little bit higher in the search than they normally would just because of your history with eBay. And it's like, wow, thanks eBay, I'll take that. The only reason you don't want to revive an old 18-year-old account is if the feedback was just horrible and you had a bad record with eBay and eBay got onto you and gave you a bunch of strikes and things like that. Yeah, it's a bad account, probably start a fresh account. But other than that, you want that feedback. And those are great reasons to do your best to revive this account. If you cannot sign in and you know for sure that you have your old password and eBay just won't let you sign in, eBay's probably removed the account or made it dormant, and it may be impossible, still might be worth contacting customer service just to see if they will let you back into your account if they haven't just deleted the whole thing. Probably worth at least trying that once before you give up and open a brand new account. And I wish you the best. I love the fact that you sold 18 years ago and now you're really ready to start selling again. eBay is basically the same platform, except back then, 18 years ago, everything just about was in auction. These days, most of what you sell should be fixed price, not in auction, unless it's a valuable, one-of-a-kind type of collectible. By one-of-a-kind, I mean there might be 1,000 in the world, but they're very valuable, really collectible items that have all sorts of different conditions depending on their age and how they've been handled. That type of item still is pretty good for an auction. But otherwise, I want you to start doing fixed price listings and make a ton of money. How do you do that? Watch this channel.